Yeah, I get it. I'm screwed. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. We get it. I'm bad. Oh, freak you. What's to do with this one? Ah. E in living room. Do I just go to a different room and report that one, maybe? Missing object in bathroom, missing object in the yard. What's a missing? Oh, I think I see the missing object in the bathroom. One of these are missing. But then there was also a missing object in the yard, right? That was me. Missing object in the yard. That was also me. Oh my god. What do we think is missing? That's not even. That's not an object. This isn't an. This is not an object. Snow is not an object, is it? Icicle? No, I was thinking about that too, but no, it's the snow on the freaking railing. Snow is an object. I guess we need to agree to disagree on that one. You're an object because I objectify you, Mr. Endaline. Thank you. I think if more people objectified each other, the world would be a way better place. I personally objectify everyone I see. Where's Enda? I'm here. I personally like to subjectify people. Oh, nice. Wah, 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 wah. So this was fucked, and we had an E guy in here. Forbidden snack. I objectify, then subjectify them. Ooh. That's nice. You are the subject of an illegal and immoral human experiment I am conducting. I like how matter of fact it is. You are part of my illegal and immoral experiment. That's just how it is. That's just the way it is. Uh-huh. This one's pretty gnarly so far. Oh. So do you collect evidence like phasmophobia? No, you just report anomalies. You look at this area and you say, okay, this is what this is supposed to look like, and then you come back later and you're like, does this look the same? Yes. And then you come back later and you're like, was this bottle here? And you're like, yeah, it was there. That's the entire game. Like, right now I'm just trying to get like used to the areas so that I can have an easier time reporting when things are not the way they should be. There's a sauna makara in there. That's supposed to be there. I think you would like this game, Shosho. I could see Shosho being a observation duty enjoyer. I don't think this game has enough skibbity toilet for Shosho though, probably. What's that floating black blob there before? That's what I'm asking, you know? Looks like a fun game. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a fun stream game too, because you can kind of like play along from home. You can just be like, oh, wait a second. That microwave wasn't like that before, and Endaline hasn't noticed. What a stupid little boy. What a stupid dum-dum face he is. I better not tell him so he dies. Oh. That's a mousetrap that wasn't there before. Have the paintings moved? On which picture? There's a lot of paintings, but I don't think so. The paintings here are the way they should be, at least. And everything else seems to be. No paintings in the sauna makara. This is the snow there. The fair is the same. The premise is that you work like a kind of security observer for a secret anomaly finder organization. I like to roleplay it and speak out loud to the anomaly correction department to report. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Do something, do something, do something. That's the phasmophobia speedrunning that I love. Hey guys, I would like to report that there's my grandma sitting in the living room, butt naked on the couch, her giant flopping tits just flopping about. Are you pizza? Are you edible? How old are you? Baby. Alright, everyone. Cold Donald Trump. Sure, this line is for anomalies, not for Wednesdays. I feel like, well, this was there before. Extra object. Green bottle, yep. Green butthole. I think we're missing one though. Like, we're not at 3, so that means that likely was 2. Try green butthole. That was likely 2. That means you're missing 1. There's one thing here that shouldn't be like this. Wait. Well, did this always say me or whatever that says? Extra paintings on the desk? I don't think so. I know this always said me, but I mean, I guess it did. Does it? I mean, well, I mean, it's probably just, it looks like it says me, but I'm probably just have an overactive imagination. It looks like lighting. Well, you know, one man's lighting is another woman's paranormal entity trying to talk to them. It's the same thing here. You're right. Oh yeah, nice. Drawing on the snow. You are mine. So romantic. The crosswords was always there, right? Bread box has moved. Movement. Object movement. I have a good feeling about this one, guys. Bing. Bong. The fact that I don't see anything wrong anywhere is like, it's the worst. Just, oh, there we go. Gnome. Extra object. Was this moved at all? Expecting a Mandela catalog type face in the paintings. What the hell is a Mandela catalog? Mandela horror series. Oh, is it a YouTube horror series? I'll wait for Cal to tell us, because if it's a YouTube horror series, then Cal has surely watched it. Spider. Huge spider. Or but they always go ooh, it's the devil, and they lose me. It's quite famous among Zoomers. Yeah, Cal is a Zoomer, I think. Pretty sure. Huge spider. Where's the arachnophobia mode in this game? I'm a younger millennial, so basically a zoomer, and therefore very cool. You're zoomer adjacent. Zoomer cusping. Guys, I'm an honorary zoomer. I'm just like you. 6'7", 6'7". Cupping the balls of the zoomer. Okay, I don't know if you want to do that, but wait, no, the zoomers are pretty old now, aren't they? Aren't the zoomers basically boomers at this point? Basically making me laugh every day. Can you believe that the zoomers became the boomers? That's insane. Couldn't be me. Magazines. Porn mags. Most of the people complaining about the 6'7" meme are zoomers. Yeah, that's true. I believe that. I'm past the point of caring about anything language or culture related. At this point, it's just whatever it is. So if it's 6'7", sure, I'll just anytime I see 6'7", I'll just 6'7", like whatever. I don't care. I'll just do it. I'm just along with anything. Whatever we want to do as a society, I'll skibidi toilet, sure, cool. I'm skibiding all over my toilet right now. I think the hardest one for me was the gooning. It's just like it's just not my style necessarily. But then you have to do it if you want to be part of the, if you want to like not be an old person and live in the times, right? I think that one was a bit difficult, but other than that, Zam. Is that a new one? I haven't heard of that one. You really on the table where everyone can see it. Goon Gang or Pair. Yeah, I think that was the hardest one for me. It's been really hard to adapt to like 5, 6, 7, 8 hour gooning sessions, but I mean that's what you gotta do, right? A doily, right? Is that what that's called? Zam type shit. I don't think I ever fell for the type shit thing. Wait, was this here? It wasn't. They did it on both of these. They put a doily on both of these. Wait, there's no way this was here before. Was it? Yes? Oh. Wait, I genuinely didn't notice that. I genuinely didn't notice that. That was genuinely not noticed by me. I might see an anomaly. Okay, you can't call me an anomaly. I am not an anomaly. I'm a completely normal, middle-aged man. Balding. Does the shine always on his bald head? Looks sussy to me. Sussy bugger? Strange broadcast. a little weird in it. I gotta keep in mind that they're gonna do like very, very minor movements of things. It's gonna be like the carpet is like slightly off angle or something like that. I guess this text was always there, right? Just didn't see it before. Oh, letter. How about I get that E1 again? It's just gonna make me lose. I don't know what to do with that guy. I think maybe you just report it from a different room, maybe? Where you can't corrupt the feed. Or like E in the living room or whatever. I should go start breakfast. Was that mirror always there? I guess it was. I mean, it makes sense to have a mirror there. The E is just the one where you need to report the anomal E, but you need to select the right room, which is hard once E has taken over. Yeah, that's what, but I could just do it from a different room, right? Are there punishments make mistakes? No, but not in this version of the game, the 7th game. I think Cal said that there's punishments in the other games. Like if you get too many wrong, you just lose. But in this one, if you don't find them soon enough, you'll lose the game. So we have to like right now is warning us that we have too many of them. So if I can't find them real soon, then it's just GG, we just lost. Is this manipulation or movement? It should be manipulation, right? Because it's just very subtly moving now. I feel like maybe something up here isn't right, but I don't know what it would be. Maybe it's like an extra object or something? Wait, I can't... Oh shit! Jesus Christ. Meet the competitor. By the inheritor! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, that guy tried to kill me. That guy was going to eat me, just to be clear. That guy was going to eat me. I thought there's something in the bathroom here. I don't know what it is, so if this like basin mode or something. I would have let him. I mean, oh, how horrible. Oh no, don't come and eat me. Oh no, please. I think kitchen and bathroom are the culprits. I just don't know what's wrong. Is it a door anomaly, maybe? Oh! Door anomaly. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yeah, I feel like this was like over here or something, but I tried movement and it didn't do anything. Like snore anomaly, am I right? Because the game is boring. I'm boring. Oh! Jesus Christ! Get out of here! Jesus! Oh my God! It's the giant, everyone. I reckon that is not, in fact, the huge man. There's a guy named the huge man. He was called jerking it. That guy was jerking it. That's the reason I call him Jorkin the Gorkin. The bathroom has something 100%. There's something wrong in there. Something terribly, terribly wrong. Frick! Frost on the front door windows? Frosted glass? There was object movement in the bathroom. I knew something was wrong there. I just don't know what. Okay, so we have object movement in bathroom, frosted glass in entryway, and missing object in the living room. Okay, object movement in the bathroom. Let's go look at the bathroom real quick. Don't care, didn't ask. Object movement. What moved here? Let me take a picture. It's picture time. Just wait for the Steam notification to go away. Hi guys, it's picture time. Okay, this might be too early. I mean, it's like 4:30, so... Ah, that's cooked. Why can't I make me a sandwich? Call that missing object in the kitchen. This towel moved one rung to the right. I knew there was something in this room. And then we said there's a frosted glass in the entryway, and there's a missing object in the living room. Oh, I see the frosted glass now. Okay, okay, good to know that's the thing. It's a missing object in the living room. I feel like this is the one we had before, right? Just I don't know what's missing, I think. Let's take a picture this time. Missing object in the living room. This is gonna be something really scuffed, I already know. You already know. I guarantee this is going to be scuffed as hell. I don't see it. Help me, video gamers. 1 second. There's a missing object here. Anyone spot anything missing? I guess it could have happened right at the end there, but... This is the second time I get missing object in the living room, and I can't tell what's missing. Let me see if maybe I got a later one. Maybe I went back here. No, I double checked under my bold head just to make sure. Okay, this is the last available picture, I think. It was at 03:39. We failed the run at 03. Oh, wait, we might have another one. Let's look at this one though. That's 10 minutes later, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes later. Okay, I might have one a little bit later too. Okay, this one is from 56. If you can't spot it here, it literally didn't happen. Oh, it's the books. It was this one. The books are missing. Okay. I'm gonna BRB. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Wait, did I not put... Wait. Oh, wait, the BRB player isn't working? Of course it isn't. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong scene. There we go. My bad. Look at this clip, lad. Actually, am I?
There's always a solution, kiddo. You just have to find it.
Where is that from? The hell? What is that from? You judge my bedroom decor? What about it? Pillows for leaning back, right? You can lean back. These are couch cushions. Ugh. Ah, fuck. You can sit like this. Normally. Too much gray, very millennial. I didn't choose this. I didn't. These are like blackout curtains. Look, without these, this is what it looks like. Is this what you guys want? Is this what you want? This is what you guys want. This you want to deal with that? No, absolutely not. And a picture of Alpha. Look, that's the only thing I have up on my walls. And 0 horny pillows. Horny pillows. Yeah. And there's also a like a blanket. The blue thing, that's a blanket that I hung up on the wall to stop light reflections like this. Without that, it would be awful. Very Soviet, thank you. Oh shit, I forgot to put my timer on. Oh no. Oh, you distracted me, you fucked me. I'll do 5 minutes. Have I been back for... How long have I been back? At least 2 minutes. We'll do 5 minutes. I put something in the oven. I had a big rug on my wall for many years, actually. It had elephants on it. It's nice. It just seemed like an appropriate solution to my problem, you know? My problem, white background, sun goes in window, hits white background. Solution? Hang up a blanket on the wall. What were the new ones? It was glass in the entryway. It was the shelves again back there, which I should have noticed, and it was the object moving in the bathroom. Gotcha. After this one, assuming I don't like die instantly, we're gonna watch some more of that pirate software video, I think. Oh, forbidden candy. I would like to report some forbidden candy in the I probably walked in the kitchen. Over. Everything's clear in the bedroom. Over. Just 20 minutes when stuff can start happening the first time. I mean, that's when the first one instantly spawned this time. And that probably means I'm safe for at least like 20 in-game minutes, right? I wonder if the more obvious the anomaly, the higher the likelihood is for a new anomaly to spawn. I feel like for a game like this, they should have the anomaly rules written somewhere. Maybe that would make it less fun, though. I just want to metagame as much as possible. Like I said before, I wonder if having an anomaly up makes more anomalies less likely to spawn. So you're like, oh, I'm just going to keep this anomaly going. Like I'm hearing something outside in real life, and I thought it was in game. I think it was like a faraway motorcycle or something. I was. Yeah. I experienced it too. It sounded like a weird like warbly sound. So I was like, is this something outside? Okay, so there has to be at least one anomaly by now. Question is just where is it? Minimum one anomaly by now. But where did it go? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Anomaly Joe. I feel like it... Oh, lights flickering. I feel like it has to be one I haven't noticed before. An extra folded cloth on the shelf in here? That would be insane. Thank God. That would be insane. That would have been crazy. That would have pissed me off. That would have made me real mad. Oh, my thing. I'll be back in just a bit. I'm back. Is it chicken wings, pizza, or tacos? No, it's just some buns. I'm gonna put some pork leg on, you know. You know what would be a good default feature for a oven? I think this should be a what the hello? Moderators? You know what would be a good default feature for an oven? There should be a timer for I think this is moving too fast. Is that moving way too fast? There should be a timer since the default timer since the last time we opened the oven door. I guess that's normal. I think the timer is what makes air fryer so popular. Because there's a timer since last time you like you started it or like opened it. I think like sometimes I forget to put a thing on and I'm like, wait, has it been 5 minutes? Has it been 10 minutes? Has it been 3 minutes? The best way to be just going like looking back, oh, I opened the last time I opened the oven door 3.5 minutes ago. Nice, thank you. Thank you, oven. On the second microwave, you put it on for the first time. You want? Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. That's not a bad idea. That would be a good default move too. I feel like this thing is moving way too fast, but I don't know. Okay, that's. My aspiration is one of those rice cookers that sing when your rice is cooked. It's the Jorker! How do they sing though? Like, how can you choose the song? Okay, I need this to take at least 10 minutes because I don't want to start a new run. I want to make my food. We gotta keep surviving, everyone, for at least 10 minutes. I don't know how long a run is, but I think it's literally like 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes of hardcore focusing. Looking at every detail over and over and over again. What? Yeah, but what song does the rice cooker play? Is the question. I think air fryers are pretty nice. I think we got one, but no one uses it. But they beep it out to just a rice cooker song. I mean, I already told you this tried to win. You refuse to use it. Yeah, yeah, because you backseat game me, bro. Like I'm playing. I'm the streamer. Let me play the freaking game, man. Stop backseat gaming all the time. So annoying. Let me figure out that in order to win, I just need to get all the anomalies myself. You know. I don't need you to tell me that. Like I could have figured it out myself probably. I need a dark side fill like voice modulator. Put the Windows a call in sick to work, then claim disability. Is that what you're doing right now? I like this stool changed textures or something, but I don't think it actually did. There's gonna be some scuffed shit here. Something like moved slightly somewhere, but I don't... Oh! I knew it! Oh my god! How was it so obvious, but also so well hidden? We don't have that here no more. Nice. You guys got rid of sick leave fraud? That's awesome. Good for you. It's weird how that stuff works mentally for people. Like, you know, having experienced a lot of people abusing sick leave myself and being really annoyed with it, it's still like, okay, so 10% of people are abusing sick leave, but 90% of people are benefiting from it in a positive way. Like, Oh no! Get rid of disabled people and are in the process of cutting all homeless people. Oh, nice! In half. That's awesome. I just get really annoyed at work whenever no one would show up and be like, oh, I'm so sick. Oh, I'm so ill. Oh, I'm feeling really ill. I'm like, all right, sure. Yeah, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to get a text tomorrow that you're too sick to show up at work. Oh, I'm feeling so. Oh, it's a Friday. Oh, I'm so. Oh no, it's a Tuesday. I mean, a Thursday. Oh, I'm so ill. It's interesting. I bet if you looked at the statistics for when people are sick in Norway, it would be like a majority when they get sick leave. A majority would be like Mondays or Fridays, guaranteed. And that includes my sick leaves, to be clear. I'm not saying I'm any better than anyone else. I'm just pointing out that that's just gonna be the case. I need to find an anomaly soon, otherwise it's GG. It's probably GG already, honestly. I don't know what we're missing right now. Everything looks the same to me. Everything looks the same to me. This room is like bright or something, but light isn't flickering. We're so dead here. This is game over. Shovel? Oh, it's moving. I've just been glancing briefly at it to see if it's outside the shadows, but I guess it was moving before. Try to combat benefit fraud costs more than would be lost to fraud. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I feel the new meta is just to not show up on Fridays, my experience. You just don't show up, you don't even call in sick. You need to take a sick day, I always take a second day, even if I don't need it, to make it feel more authentic. You'll have the right for sick leave days without a doctor note within a 12-month period anyway. I had more, but that you can be part of a wait, wait. You should have way more than 4 sick leave days without a doctor's note even normally, right? Isn't it like 4 consecutive days, like five times or something? Because my workplace was part of like a special arrangement where we had more than normal. But the normal in Norway isn't just 4 days. Isn't it 4 days in a row, like 5 times or something? Three consecutive days and 4 within a 12-month period is the law. You mean 3 consecutive days for up to 4 times? Four days total? Really? But your job might give you more benefit. No, it's not my job. It's some sort of arrangement. All the places I worked at have had way more sick leave than that. Is the only standard in Norway 3 days? Is that actually true? Or 4 days? I'll look it up when I fail this. Because my workplace was part of a... There's a special thing that... There's a special arrangement workplaces can be part of, but I don't remember what it's called. Maybe like 25 a year or something ridiculous, but that is a company thing, not the law. Is that what you get as paid sick leave? Or like, hey, if you were sick 5 days, it's paid sick leave, yeah. My workplace was like, it was like 4 consecutive days, like 5 times a year or something, I think. But that wasn't special for my workplace. It's some sort of Norwegian thingamajig. I don't know what it's called though, I'll look it up. But with a note you can be sick for longer, yeah, of course. It's stationary sick pay, which is like 300 quid a month. I think ours is just you get paid the full amount. I'm not sure though. You get full pay for 1 year of being sick. Oh, it's called avtalen. Ah, white website. Is that a union thing? I don't think so. It says here, it says IA-avtalen en samarbeidsavtale mellom myndighetene og partene i arbeidslivet for å redusere sykefravær, forhindre frafall og øke sysselsettingen. I just Gemini'd it though. It says, let's take up to 8 calendar days of self-certified sick leave at a time for a maximum of 24 days over a 12-month period. That's a voluntary thing, yeah, probably. What if you get sick in Norway? For these 3 days, so if you get back to work sooner, we can use egenmelding, aim as a self-declaration due to inability to work due to illness, ensure need to care of a child, self-report, does not... Self-report? Well, yeah, you have 12 days of disposal, a maximum of 4 times, 3 times a calendar, days at a time. You do have more than three days a year. You can take 3. It's 3 times 4. Damn, Doins hasn't been using his his rights. time to call in. Doins just gets up from work and walks out. I'm sick right now, guys. I don't know how you... Where would I read exactly what this does, though? Because my workplace was part of this thing. So I had more sick leave and shit than other... It's weird, though. This is to reduce the amount of sick leave, but I got more sick leave with this. I don't know how that works. Got 25. Well, yeah, I mean, I think your workplace is probably part of the same thing, right? I think this is 25 days. What did Gemini say? Are you sure it's 25 not 24? This is 24 days over a 12-month period. Why is it so hard to like read exactly what this does? Egenmelding. Ja. Tidligere ga IA-avtalen rett til 8 dager med personer, mens loven tidligere. Oh no, it doesn't do it anymore. Damn, people got fucked, huh? When I had this, I got way more sick leave, but it doesn't do that anymore. It's enshittification. They enshittified the IA deal. It's been enshittified. Yeah, my workplace had this thing. Oh, it has to be. It says it has to be forhandlet. It's been enshittified. This I think all the time he pooped himself at work because he thought he had to go in. Allowing enough sick leave means people take more sick leave because they don't have time to get better. After me, get flu and go back to work too soon. Have to be off work with no for longer than I would be with the flu. I hate that word so much. Pneumonia. I got it. I think sick leave is just beneficial, even if a lot of people abuse it. I think honestly, I think even the abuse is probably beneficial because, you know, if you're not feeling that good or you just want to have a few days off work, then being off work for a couple of days is probably going to overall benefit you in the workplace because it's going to make you feel more relaxed, and it probably makes people feel a little bit less trapped at work too, right? Like just knowing that you can be like, oh, I'm just going to take 2 sick days off. Right, like even if you're going to the movies, or you're going on vacation or whatever it is, right? Like just knowing that you can be like, oh, I'm just gonna call in sick on Monday because I feel like shit today, right? Or like I don't feel like going to work. But probably just makes people feel better, I think. I don't like that people don't work and get paid to lace about and take drugs. Yeah. I just work from home when I'm sick. Don't even take time off. Nice. That's a good worker. That's the champion capitalists need. You don't want to work with those people, give them money, and live in peace, yeah. I think, I think that for, like, I think 2 things here. I think that having the type of sick leave that Norway has, right, where it's like, you can be sick for X amount of days, X amount of times a year, right? So it's like 3 times, up to 3 days, 4 times a year. I think that kind of creates a nice limitation there where people kind of understand like, oh, I can't do this all the time, but you can do it from time to time, right? Up to 4 times a year. And I think that it can be frustrating, right? Like when I worked, it was really annoying, especially when there's a lot to do. When I know people are just skipping work, right? I know that person isn't sick. I know they're just pretending. But at the same time, it's like, okay, whatever, right? Like, it happens. Someone has to work there because my coworkers do nothing but hang at the coffee machine all day, so I'm like carrying the entire department. Dude, I would just do no work at all. I would not be carrying the department. That department would flounder. Purpose use the stupid Bradford score here, just wrecks you if you have a disability. I have no idea what that is. Bradford score? Bradford score. Or score! Oh, let me, I think I got this one, right? And this was on... 15th. It sets off X incidents, so if you get migraines, you will be 150,000 within a year. To measure employee absenteeism by calculating the disruptive impact of frequent short-term unplanned absence over a 52-week period. Ugh. One of my coworkers just shows up whenever he wants to, so he's there at like 12, but he works 7.8 hours still. Oh yeah, I mean that's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna go make food in a second. We just gotta check this out. So Marietta. So we had object manipulation living room, missing object in entryway. Okay, let me find when I died. Okay, here I paused the game. There I died, okay. So we had missing object in entryway. Let's take a look again at the entryway here. Don't care about this. Missing object. Like, if your workplace is so fucked on staffing that one person makes grinds the whole place to halt, that's not my problem. Yeah, true. The other dude on the same project as me just doesn't show up Tuesdays and Fridays randomly, just works from home. He alleges. Workplaces like that are really frustrating. The boots were missing. Workplaces like that are really frustrating, but listen, I'm just gonna be honest. I would be that guy. I would 100% be that guy. I'm just gonna be completely honest with everyone. I would be the dude that is like, oh, I was working from home. And we had we had missing object in the yard. We have another yard here somewhere, don't we? There's a yard. Oh my god, it's the snow again! And then we had object manipulation in the living room. Am I gonna be able to see object manipulation? I probably have to try to be there live, huh? What do you think was being manipulated in here? Maybe it's a chair just moving a little? No, because that's a movement. A mouse? You mean my cursor? Okay, I don't know what the manipulation was here. So, carte blanche to just Backseat gaming on manipulation if it happens. But I'm gonna BRB real quick. I'm gonna be on the right scene this time. I'm gonna quickly go grab some food. Then when I come back, we'll watch a little bit of a video, and then we'll go back to observation dutying. So BRB. That stuff is really bad. Ulföderlaget. Arigato Naruto, baka samurai. That is Chinese for you damn fool. I am much more proficient in weapons fighting than you are. Silly, silly man. Help me! Zadie!
Let's leave this place. Humans must stay under the sunlight, and we shall build our home beneath the surface, under your protection.
I think I like that outcome better for sure.
Keep your eyes
Even if you had to say, yeah, that's nice. I push a button, but it's super good. All right, time to just win. All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Harry!
Isn't that the thing where in the book he's like very calm about it, but then in the movie he's like freaking out? Hi, I'm Tommy. I'm Tommy. Hi, I'm Tommy. Hvordan går det? It's me, Mario! All right. Oh!
Yes, I got it.
Look at how much time he's using. Oh my god, he's just counting down. He's losing miles. Whoa. The fuck was that? Excuse me, sir? Wait, what? What? I just do this, right? Like, my entire body feels so good. That was a good meme. That was a 10 out of 10 meme. Covered that to the campus. Nod. I'll just hover over a cliff. It should be the same for everyone at least. Uruguay. Okay, dude. Hey! Alright. Hey, cashier thing updated. We have like 1 or 2 left in us. We'll do 2 more. I would disable flags? How so? I mean, that's kind of part of the game. Like, you can try to guess right, but if you guess wrong, you give other people a clue about where you think it is. Okay, this is it. There's no authority, only bag. Debatron? Oh my god, she's 24 now. Oh, she's not as sexy anymore. But she is slightly smarter. So there's a little bit of a saving grace there. Boy. Oh. Whoa!
San 320 cheered. X 100.
Thank you, San, for the 100 bits. I'm giving him butt scratches right now. I read a book about him. Yeah, he's pretty good in that book. They got the facts a bit wrong, because he doesn't have fingers, but. Oh, there he goes. I heard locks make a. No! I. Help me! Why can't I, Oh. What are these growling sounds? Hello?
Another charm.
Reverse Logan,
Good thing
what
Logan made me this bracelet.
If a party seems to align with my values, then I vote for that party. It's not too difficult. What? That was shit fight. Alright, video gamers, it's time for the real part of the stream to begin. Our 2-hour software React video. He's back, and he's more brainier than before. Another half an hour tomorrow. This already took like an hour. Anomaly time, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna start pretend that I understand exactly how a game works between that was so much information now. I'm not gonna understand. I understand how the game works between the game and the server, but from my layman understanding of it, if you want to preserve a game, we need to have the server for it, right? My World of Warcraft client on my computer is nothing without the server, and if I want it to be accurate to the game, then I need the server. That's my understanding of it. So the alternatives, if Blizzard wanted to make World of Warcraft offline playable, offline meaning that anyone can. It can be played without Blizzard, right? Not necessarily that it can be played as a standalone client, but offline would require one or two things. It would require Blizzard to release some sort of server package that has entire server in it, which could have issues with proprietary software, right? It could, because people could data mine that or crack it or whatever and get access to Blizzard technology. Or two, it would require them to develop the entire game to work offline, which would be like an insane project, right? That's my understanding of it. I could be completely wrong there, but I don't know how like an API access would help with anything with playing World of Warcraft online, other than let you like set up your own server with using the same textures. There'll be a day when your favorite MMO goes dark. Yeah, probably. I think my easy take on the stop killing games thing is that I think stop killing games is great. I think that game preservation can be important, though I do agree with what San said that there's a point where you question like who decides what games get preserved. Like when do the artists lose the right to say I don't want my game preserved, I want my game to die and burn in hell, right? But at the same time, I think that there are a lot of technical problems with it that are going to make it really, really difficult and arguably unrealistic. But I'm entirely open to being wrong there. Like I said, I don't intimately understand exactly how games are made with the two interactions. Right? There could be a game. It could be that the crew has essentially nothing online. It's just an online check, right? That could be entirely possible. In that case, making that an offline game would be no problem at all, right? I think a lot of online games have like the online requirement is like strictly programmed into the game, right? It will like look for assets online, or it will like learn where things are from the server. I know a really, really big problem on private servers that I played on in the past, and this is probably not a problem anymore, but the biggest problem in the past was like the mobs didn't interact correctly. Like the mobs were just completely scuffed. Because people hadn't figured out like how to make them mimic Blizzard programming. It's games I like live forever, and games I don't like can die. Based. But I think I think regardless of this one example, the point is still that generally speaking, developers would still have to do more work, right? Just generally speaking. I'll reach out in a second. I just hope I can find an anomaly first. Anomaly time is like the best time to reach out. I'm not gonna find anomalies. I found one. But if stop killing games becomes a reality, then it becomes a part of the development from the start. It'll only get better. Yeah, but the problem with it being the problem with it being a part of the development from the start is that game developers can't get a lot of game developers, particularly in developers, don't have the resources to do most things. And if you increase, if you create a demand, there are two major problems there, right? One is that if you increase the demand for a game, then the cost will increase, which means that people just won't be able to make games. Number two is that it will probably be almost impossible to what's the word for this again? To like force bigger developers to do this, because ultimately the way you punish them has to be harsher than what they lose, right? So let's say Blizzard decide to ignore this with their new MMO. They're making WoW 2, and then in 30 years, WoW 2 shuts down, and then it's just completely gone. And then the EU come and they're like, "Hey, you were legally mandated to keep this game running, right? You were that." I'm just like, "Oh, my bad, we forgot to do that." And they're like, "Okay, here's a $30 million fine or whatever, right? $300 million fine." They're like, "Oh no, not the $300 million, right?" But ultimately, they're still benefiting, right? So how do you make any developers go along with this even? It's just from understanding, it's not what they're asking for. They want the user part of the game to be accessible, like WoW is now, and they want people to be able to create private servers for it without legally being stopped by the parent company. No, I don't think that's accurate to the moment. I mean, we can look it up. We can stop killing games. I don't think that's accurate, but there's an FAQ here. Will it be under here? What we're asking for is that they implement an end-of-life plan to modify or patch the game so that it can run on customer systems with no further support from the company necessary. We agree that it's unrealistic to expect companies to support games indefinitely. I don't know. I don't know if they have any more clarification on it, but but as far as I understand it, the like we're asking for is that they implement an end-of-life plan to modify or patch the game so that it can run on customer systems with no further support from company being necessary. So I'm not eating food right now. Want this bankrupt video game companies? So playable today, as the practicalities again very significant. I can come design the game but not looking for that's I don't know if they write it any clearer than that, but I saw no listen bottom right corner. That's Puta Monster, you sicko. Added bureaucracy disproportionately affects small businesses, yeah. Not how you segmentation of the crystal side was removed from the customer's libraries. It doesn't come down to how you interpret being able to run on the customer system with no further support being necessary. Like having the WoW files on your computer could satisfy that, but might be they mean the game actually needs to be playable. They mean that it needs to be playable. You can watch interviews with the guy. They want the game to be playable. I think I don't want to misquote him. Maybe he said that players should be able to make it playable, but I'm almost 99% sure that the idea is of stopping games is preserving games, which means that they need to be playable. Which I think the two options that they've given in videos is either it's an offline client or it's a client that connects to the server, but you have access to the server infrastructure. But I don't see anything about that for this. Maybe we'll say something here. Yeah, it does not demand for games to be supported and updated forever, rather suggesting that for games to be left in a reasonably functional state after discontinuation, such as introducing an offline mode or the ability to host private servers. We'll clarify that it does not focus on delisting games that are still playable. I don't know if you can find anything else, but debates, effects. What does stop killing games mean by functioning state game? Well, the AI says a functioning game state refers to a video game that remains playable or is made playable after the publisher or developer has ceased official support. Yeah, it says, and maybe we can find an article there, but it says the game can be played without needing to connect to the publisher servers, or if the game is online only, the publisher provides the necessary tools, such as server binaries, for the community to host their own servers. And reasonable functionality is like, it needs to be like a reasonably be the same game. Like Fortnite won't have to like release with, you know, access to all the like Star Wars skins or whatever, but the gameplay needs to be the same or whatever. That's my understanding of it, at least. I think this is just talking about what I was talking about. I think this is just like I think that's a HitBiz article. But what is it? Require video games sold to remain in a working state when sport ends. Require no connection to the publisher after sport ends. Not interfere with any business practices while the game is still being supported. Alright, let's okay. I think we got a good idea. I think maybe best solution for this would have to time gate for it. Like if they need to release the servers, then they can do like a time gate of 10 years or something. Like they have to release the server code, but only 10 years after end of support or something, then it's not a big issue for tech being stolen. I mean that's possible for sure, but like this wasn't here normal, is it? Is it? I think the oh, that's normal there. I think one of the big problems too is like what do you do about like companies going bankrupt, for instance? What if Blizzard just like shuts down tomorrow, right? Like what do you do about the server then? Are they just forced to release it? You can't like find them. What if they just destroy it, right? Like and obviously these are like stupid problems, but they are potential problems, right? The simplest solution would be to mandate that servers just have to remain online forever. But you obviously can't mandate that to companies. So then you could say, okay, well then there's like a government initiative, right? Where some government agency is responsible for taking over the servers. So they don't get access to like any secret code or anything. They just have to hold some servers that, you know, can support 10 players or whatever. So much for them to provide service tools, they can just work with companies to provide them. Yeah, but that would also demand that you have companies that can do that, right? And those companies would once again not... They would have access to very sensitive server infrastructure that could potentially be damaging for the business, right? The same as you do for documents and stuff like that. What do we do for documents? My biggest concern by far is just the increase of development costs, right? Like I think, was this butt plug moving? Was that a butt plug this entire time? I think that if you create some sort of mandate that games have to be playable after they go offline, I feel like a lot of developers will have a lot of problems developing games in particular genres. My company is the dude that owned the companies to keep them for public. I'm not sure. I assume there's some system. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I still feel like, you know, ignoring all problems, I still feel like the biggest problem is just getting big companies to play along, right? Like how do you make Blizzard release the Blizzard server stuff? How do you make them release the offline version if they don't want to? Like you're also going to be able to, right? Because we know that they're not going to find them any amount that matters. It's just not going to happen. So ultimately, it's going to be a slap on the wrist, and then now your game's offline forever, right? Like. I think and it's also weird from the perspective of like you're not really buying games either, right? Like you're leasing them. So wouldn't this entire deal actually require I don't know what they said in the FAQ, but wouldn't this entire deal actually require you to change licensing agreements? To change them from licenses to ownership? Because if I have the right to an offline copy of a game, that implies that I have a right to the game, right? Wait, that's new. Sorry, I saw it. I saw the cum jar. I think that thing made a difference between true service and not, so I think it wouldn't even affect WoW. It won't affect WoW because WoW was made before the initiative too. No game made before the initiative would be included. They've said that. But I think the goal is all games. I don't think the goal is to exclude. I think maybe free to play games are an exception because you don't buy those. Shouldn't lean on this kind of communism making. Instead, we should just let the market do its work. If this is what consumers want, then they'll purchase games that do provide perpetual service or tools for it. I mean, I think we need stronger consumer rights, but I also tentatively agree. Like, I think that there's a problem with how much. Oh my god, Jesus Christ! I think there's a problem with how much value we have in online accounts that can be taken away from us for any reason. So, for instance, I checked the value of my Steam account. It's like 120,000 Norwegian kroner, like $12,000. That means I've invested $12,000 in my Steam account. Right now, live on stream, I could get banned. Gabe could say, I don't want to service this person anymore, and I would lose access to all of that without any type of what's the word for it? I'm like the word forget it, right? Like there's no path for me to get my stuff back. I can't you know, legally I just lose that because they can just legally ban me, and if it is not right, they can just come up with a reason, right? Like, oh, his profile picture is copyrighted, or his Steam messages are bad, or the, you know, blah 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 blah, right? They can just make up a reason. So, and I think there needs to be some legal recourse for stuff like that, where it's like companies now that lease you things that are worth a lot of money should not just be able to ban you without any recourse. There needs to be like there needs to be real backing and reasoning behind that. It needs to be like, this person is causing a disruption or damaging our service, and even then I think they should just maybe like disable your online activity or something, right? Say like, oh, you know, Endaline, you're abusing reviews and you're commenting on people, blah blah blah. Okay, you just can't communicate anymore on Steam, right? You don't have access to the online services. You can download games. You can't play online only games, but you can download games. Usually that's sucks to be you or whatever, right? But consumers don't know crap. Sometimes you need to protect them from dumb stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. How's your check? How do you check the value for Steam account? You go to help. I think it's help. Help Steam support. Purchases. My account. Yeah, you click help in Steam, then you click Steam support at the top. You go to my account. You go to data related to your Steam account, and then something I should say like, there should be like a thing that says something about money, I think. Purchase history. No, not that. You can maybe just Google it, but there's a way to check like exactly how much money you spent on Steam. How to check how much money you've spent on Steam. How did it know that's what I wanted to? External funds to use. You go to, you're looking for external, my account, data registering account, external funds used. I can't see it right now, but oh, I found it. Oh, it's making me log in again. Hard software ringing the coward's bell. Yeah, so my Steam account is worth $11,000, or I've spent $11,000 on it. Can you get like Gigaband and lose access to your Steam games? Yeah, of course. Yeah, Steam, they can just ban your account. Yeah. Steam can just shut your account off. 11K gone. Yeah, exactly. Right. And like I don't. Ideally, I would love to own my games, right? But ultimately, I don't have a problem with leasing my games as long as that lease agreement is viable and protected for me, right? Meaning that Steam should be allowed to ban people for extreme violations, for doing crazy shit, but they should not be able to ban people at a whim. If tomorrow, let's say some dude at Steam is watching this and he really hates me for some reason, he's like, I love pirate software, that guy's a legend, and he's like, I'm gonna ban this asshole. And he can do that, and then his boss like, why do you ban this guy? And it's like, well, I hate him, and they're like, okay, cool, right? And that's it. My Steam account is just gone. I can't sue Steam. Maybe I could get away with it, but generally speaking, Steam can ban you for any reason, right? 4.5K. Steam can ban you for any reason, and they can decide that you don't have access to anything you've released anymore. And while that is okay in some scenarios, that is not okay in all scenarios. And this should be the same for a lot of things that you release, right? Like there's a lot of things that you might need. Like let's say I need Photoshop for my work or something. Photoshop could just decide to not give me the services, right? That's kind of crazy. When that's like an industry standard tool that people need for their work and to make a living, right? So it's, you know, there's some stuff like that where it's like if a company is going to be lease based, I think that there needs to be special protections in place to make sure that they handle consumers correctly and fairly, and that consumers have the right to be protected from shit like that, right? Profit online and trading depends on the circumstance for specific games, yeah, not just a flat out ban. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, if that's not a cute spider. If you do some crazy shit, the first recourse should be like a ban, right? And then the second recourse should be ban from all online communication. The third one, if you somehow still do some crazy shit, that should be you're gone. Microsoft accounts, yeah, exactly, right? Like, my Microsoft account is like 20 years old plus. I have my entire life on that thing, and Microsoft could just ban me tomorrow. They could just be like, "Oh, sorry, sucks to be you, sucks to suck, bitch," and that just shouldn't be legal, right? If I'm caught breaking the law and Microsoft report that to my local police, whatever, then there should be like a way to legalize a ban or something, like a full account ban. But other than that, unless I'm continuously using that account for things that are bad over and over again, I've gotten multiple warnings and shit, they shouldn't be able to just ban me. That just shouldn't be a thing. Mine's also 11K, yeah. That's nice. And I think that needs to be the big thing with the leasing stuff, right? Like if I think at the minimum, if your account exceeds a certain threshold of value, right? Like let's say your Steam account is worth more than $500 or $1,000. At that point, it should go from like a basic account to like a legal account, right? It should change. Same with like an online account. If my Microsoft account is 2 months old, no rights needed. If it's 10 years old, okay, now we need to talk about something, right? AWS could kick out a nation from their services to grind that nation to halt, and there's no legal recourse. Yeah, that's insane. Doesn't Steam tend to ban people for communication first? Yeah, probably. I'm not saying Microsoft still bail me out. I'm not saying that this is like a huge problem right now. I'm just saying that like it is a problem from a technical perspective, right? Like I don't think Steam is banning people willy-nilly. They're probably very, very, very lenient, and they're probably Steam account bans are probably extremely rare. We're talking about like 1 out of a million accounts or something, right? They're probably extremely rare, if they even happen at all, because why would Steam take your games away from you, right? But Steam could do that. They have the technical ability and the legal ability to do that if they wanted to. And that's where the problem is for me, right? Like we can't exist in this world where I have $11,000 on my Steam account in value that I've spent there, and Steam could just be like, oh, I don't like this guy anymore. Gabe's like, oh, fuck this guy. I'm gonna be on my yacht right now. I'm not seeing any anomalies. That means we're about to lose. I swear to God, there's something with this bot plug. I live in an apartment that's worth 150k. I pay a month to live here. If I act like a lunatic and made my neighbor live less misery, then they can ban me from living here. Yeah, exactly. But there are like that's like a legal thing, right? Like there's a lot of legalities around that. They can't just ban you. They have to actually like go through legal steps, probably involve the police, blah blah blah, right? It's not like your landlord. Your landlord, depending on the country you live in, right? This is fucked in some places, but at least in Norway, if I rented this place and my landlord hated me, he couldn't just be like, out tomorrow, you're out, right? I can just show up and he just lock the door, change the locks, and I can't get in my house anymore, and everything's fucked, and I have no way to solve that. You know, he's just legally allowed to do that. That's how it works, right? There's a ton of legal stuff around that makes it impossible for him to do that, and for me to like do things too. That's how it should be for that type of stuff, right? Our problem is just that big an influential handful of companies are when it comes to software. Yeah, exactly, right. And that's it. That is the big problem. The problem is that you need an email to exist in the real world, right? You need an email. That's just how it is. And sure, you could sign up for Proton email or XYC email or Y email or whatever. There's probably a billion small internet email services out there that are more or less reliable. And you can set up like your own email server or something. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but ultimately there are probably a handful of big email providers that most people congregate to. And when you start with that email, you start working up more and more and more attached to that email, almost like it's almost like an online identity for you. And the fact that you can just lose that with no recourse is insane, right? Because that's not like a voluntary part of life like it was in 2002. That's a necessity. I get work offers on my email, right? Like there are employment companies and people that have my email as a place they contact me for things. Like it's just a bit insane to think that they could just ban you from that, and they don't even have to tell you why. They don't have to communicate with you. They don't have to give you a reason. They have to do nothing. They could just ban you and say you're banned. And then when you send us tickets to support, you know what they can do? They can just ignore it. And that's just insane. It just can't work like that. That's just the type of stuff that we need to do something about, right? There would need to be a larger legal framework around intangible leasing, I guess. There would need to be enough legal cases to the president before any legislation is brought through, yeah. Most people have been fine with the policies companies have for 30 years. I don't know if that will change anytime soon. It probably won't, because there's only a minority of people suffer from this, but the problem is still that it's happening, right? This is a problem for a minority of people, but the problem is that if you're part of that minority, you're just fucked. You're just completely fucked with no recourse. Game over, GG, have fun, sayonara, see you later. Is this thing different? The internet was very different 30 years ago. The problem is laws can't keep up. Oh, got it, nice. The problem is the problem is that was very different that time ago, and the problem too is that like there's a need now, and there's a need and like a presence, right? Like 30 years ago, you didn't need an internet account, an email account. You need an email account now. You're not, and there's no government alternative, right? You don't have your some governments might. Okay, I'm speaking generally here, so don't get too pissed off at me. But like most governments don't have a government email you can use, right? That's tied to you. You have to make an email, and then they can just ban that, right? And you can have a ton of stuff attached to that. If I lost my email, I would probably lose access to $10,000+ worth of things across, hundreds of accounts for video games, for services. Maybe I'll lose access to my Steam account. My Steam account is tied to my email. Could I recover that? I don't know. Hopefully, right? My Discord is tied to my email. I have a lot of value on my Discord account, at least in terms of like subscription. Right? That's my Minecraft is on my Microsoft account. That's my email, right? I'm just saying, like, there's a potentially huge problem here that needs to be addressed, because how it works currently just completely fucked. Mr. Endo, you're scaring me. I'm just giving people like anxiety right now. Like, wait, he's right. I do have all of this stuff on my email. Wait a second. Also, most lawmakers probably don't have Steam accounts, so it like 30 more years. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Steam is the biggest problem here, because ultimately Steam has a pretty fair service as far as that stuff goes. I do think that the way Steam functions generally is bad for a lot of reasons, but I've never heard about anyone losing their entire Steam account. I haven't heard about that. Like, it can get hacked or whatever, sure, but I haven't heard about like Steam revoking a whole Steam account from someone. What's that sound? That's what we need those initiatives instead of bring attention. Yeah, for sure. I, for one, would vote for the gamer party. The racist party? If your Discord email is verified, you can't change it if you ever lose access to your email, yeah. It'll just make a new account. The day the services you rely on so deeply screw you over, you'll be extra screwed over because they were American services. But is a new Discord account a big issue? I mean, it depends on how much value you've attached to it, right? Like I have no purchases on my Discord account, but some people do. You could have like $500 worth of like Discord avatar things or whatever, right? And also, it could technically be a problem for some people to get into communities. Like let's completely hypothetical situation. Let's just say that like I'm part of the Goof Squad, and that's kind of the only server I can hang out in. We're not friends on Steam. We're not friends anywhere else, right? And my account gets banned. How the hell do I get back to that server? It's a private server. I don't know where anyone is. They're just sitting like a Twitch chat. Just hope I see MC somewhere. I'm like in Penta chat, like at MC, or in Moon, at MC, it's me, Endaline. I got a new account. MC, send me the Discord invite. People pay for Discord. People tie Discord accounts to their work. Yeah. Some people use Discord for work. Yeah, it is a work resource for a lot of people. No, wrong place. It's a good service, excellent, some might say. There's a little Twitch mod Discord. Discord for work is great beyond community servers. I mean, I agree, but you know, if people should do it or not, it just that. Like, I think we all understand the overall point here, right? Whether we disagree with the details, I think it's clear that people understand the overall point that we're getting at. Discord is extra cancer. I think Discord is fine, but I don't think you should use it for. I think use Microsoft Teams or whatever for work, right? But I don't think you should be using Discord for work things, because just like we saw with that GTA scandal, Discord is not a protected service. Discord is not a secure service for private information, right? It's a third party. If you host like a Teams thing, then that's through Microsoft. It's a third party too. But first of all, I don't know, maybe you can host your own service with Teams. I don't know if that's true or not. But that's also through a legitimate service that people know about, that's like public and global. Discord is way more sketchy than that, in my opinion. Or like, there's probably other things in Teams too, right? There are private. There are things that you can set up group communication with that are outside Teams too, right? Compromise to Teams, I can see how a lot of people would consider it just convenient for work. Security is a real issue, yeah. Who the hell cares about that? Well, if people are sharing my private information over a support chat in Discord, I probably care about that. I mean, I wouldn't care about that, but I would care about that, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I ultimately don't care about... I would say why other people would care, and I would think of it as a problem. This picture didn't change, right? I don't think so. What's the better from using it? Yeah, for sure. Well, it's part of like the Microsoft 365 package or whatever, right? Probably a big reason why so many people use that stuff. I think the ideal future for me, as someone who is not, it doesn't hate capitalism, you know, big capitalism fan. I think the ideal future for me would be significantly more laws and regulations around around leasing and ownership of online accounts. I don't think you know, I don't think we need to make drastic change. I think we need to just need to make sure that these accounts are protected in some way where you have some sort of legal recourse to do something about it if you feel like you were unfairly punished or whatever, right? Because that would probably limit that wouldn't stop companies from functioning. It would just limit some of this kind of these bad attitudes that they have, right? Where I get banned from Steam and then I send a message like, hey, why did I get banned? They said, oh, you got banned because we wanted to ban you. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, that sucks, but what can you do? Sucks to suck, I guess. I have to be missing some here, but I don't know what I'm missing. Like, there's probably one I'm missing right here. Probably one missing right here, too. Is this picture different? Oh, so is there. Snow? Wait, on the handrail? Oh, you're right. I just checked that, though. I feel like getting rid of Nazis if they can sue you for banning them. No, I don't think that would be a problem. First of all, it wouldn't necessarily be suing people. It would more be that there's some sort of legal recourse, right? But you know, that's the type of stuff that you should be able to ban people for. But even then, I think that my minimum here's my minimum requirements for this stuff, right? Here's what I think should be the absolute minimum. If Microsoft wants to ban me from their services, okay, whatever. They should probably be... Oh my god, this bone is way bigger. They should probably be legally allowed to do that. But I think there should be two... I think there needs to be two things that need to happen. I think number one, I need to be able to get access to my account, if just temporarily, by some means. If that means that I have to travel to the Microsoft offices and have a Microsoft representative standing behind me while I go through my account, or whatever, that would be okay with me. But there needs to be some way for me to get access to my account temporarily, so I can, at worst, sign over my accounts to different services, right? Say, okay, I'm going to take everything I have here and move it to Google. That should be a minimum. So I should be able to get access to the account for a temporary amount of time, either at home or at some sort of at some sort of place, right? A government facility, the Microsoft office. I don't care if you have to fly there or whatever. That should be number one. And two, I think all of these accounts should be recoverable in the same way, meaning that, like, if I lost access to my Discord account and they refuse to recognize that it's mine, right? I lost access to it. I didn't get banned. I lost access. Absolute worst case, I should be able to fly to some Discord offices and be like, hey, this is me, this is my account, log in, here's my chat, here's my password, blah, 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 right? That should be like a minimum. The minimum, and that's extreme, right? Like, the idea that I would fly to, like, I don't know, to United States, to the Discord offices to get my account back, sure, that's extreme. But that should be a minimum, right? That would probably limit Discord doing random bans, or make them more lenient towards account recovery. And worst case, you would at least have a way to get your accounts back. And live fly. I mean, I would fly to get something important back, right? Like, if I lost my Microsoft account and I had to fly to America to get all my shit back to a different account, I would do that. I feel like I wouldn't have any choice. It's like either I lose my life or I lose my life, you know what I mean? Like, but that would be the minimum to me, because at least then there's some sort of recourse for you, right? Like if Discord wants to be really, really difficult with recovering my account, because they're like, we don't know if that's you or not. Cool. But then at worst, I should be able to like fly there, to show up at their offices and like prove that it's me. And if someone wants to do that as a scam, I mean, good for them, you know, like if someone wants to show up at Discord offices with my fake credentials, pretending to be me using fake information, I mean, what am I supposed to do? Is this a rift? Oh, that was a rift. Stop using strong passwords and two-factor authentication. Yeah, but that's part of the problem, though. Jace can't get his Discord account back because he... Jace can't get his Discord account back because he verified his email, and because he doesn't have access to his email anymore, Discord refused to... They refuse to recover his account. Because he has to have the verified email. This is despite having the two-factor, despite having the login information, despite having payment information, despite all this, Jace cannot get his Discord account back. And that's crazy, right? And that's what I'm saying, like, if Discord wants to be that difficult about it, they should, at a minimum, give him the ability to fly to freaking China, to go to Discord, and be like, hey, this is me. I am the person. Give me my account back, right? That should be the minimum. I'm not saying that's a good solution for Jace. I'm not saying anyone's willing to do that. I'm just saying that should be the absolute minimum requirement from Discord. Or any service. Better have strong password and two-factor email on email. Yeah, but that doesn't help if your email's banned. If you get banned from Microsoft, which is what happened to Jace, you're fucked. You can't do anything then. That's the problem. Or let's lock that off to Blister accounts and Square Enix account because it's dumb. Yeah, that sucks. But that's not that big of a deal though, luckily, right? That's kind of inconsequential. It's just a couple of accounts. I mean, it would suck for me to like lose my characters or whatever in WoW, but that's very survivable. What am I missing right now? We're missing something, but I don't know what it is. I had two-factor on phone, and I even had to upload my face government ID. Yeah, so they have everything to identify Jace as being Jace, except his verified email. That's it. And the verified email, if anything, should be the least identifiable thing, because emails aren't a public requirement. They're not tied to Jace in any way, right? If you verified your email, they will not change it. Yeah, which is crazy. That's insane. Come on, we're so close. Oh god. I think we're good, probably. They don't even reply, they just go to take it down. That should be another thing too, right? Like, I think another minimum should be, if you lose an account like this, they should at the minimum be legally required to tell you why, right? So for your Microsoft account, they should, you know, I get that generally speaking, there are reasons why you don't want to tell people why they were banned, right? There are all the good reasons for it, but I think that if it's a serious thing where it's like, this is an old, like if my Steam, if they wanted to ban my Steam account, right? They wanted to take my Steam account away right now. I think they should actually be legally required to tell me exactly why. They should just say, we are taking your Steam account away because you posted a picture of your butthole on your Steam profile. I'd be like, okay, I did that, true. Who is this Jace on Discord now? Oh, that's the guy that he lost his account to. No, Jace can still log into his Discord, but he can only do that as long as nothing bad happens. So if he forgets his password or something, then he's completely screwed. But as long as he remembers his password, he has access to the account. Because I guess apparently Discord they're fine with someone logging into the Discord without being able to verify that they're them. I guess for some reason they're okay with that. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. It's Diddly Dan. Psycho Core emails you if you lose access to Gmail, you can get it back via that. That's cool. But that, again, that doesn't help if you're banned though, right? That's the problem. That does nothing for you if they just banned you. Core email from my Discord is my Discord email. Thank God we finished 1-2 today. Oh man, I was worried. Well, they didn't ban Jeffy, so I guess it's hard to get banned off email. Really makes you wonder what terrible things Jays have been doing, huh? Congratulations. There's somebody take a send, all I get is automated responses. I think the smartest thing I can imagine doing for myself, which I'm not gonna do because I'm lazy, would be to set up an automatic redirect from every email to every other email. So if I get an email on Microsoft, it gets sent to my Gmail, and if I get an email on Gmail, it gets sent to my Microsoft. I think that would be like the smartest thing, but even that is a lot of work. It's been 3 months and I've been raided by police, so it's not too bad, yeah. It appears we have a case of anomalous activity along the redacted highway, more precisely at the middle of nowhere, gas station 20 kilometers from the nearest town. Passing drivers report feeling observed while in its vicinity, and the amount of disappearances along its intersection roads has seen an inexplicable increase, including multiple cases of car and passenger both vanishing without a trace. I think the redact is cancelled anyway, yeah, probably. Oh, you think so? Maybe. We don't have time. We don't have time for full of these because I'm leaving in 20 minutes. Hopefully to play some video games with my friends, but we can start by looking around. Okay, 2 goats making love. Oh, this one's gonna be hard, huh? Oh my god, this one's gonna be ass. Kassa? Let's have an email just for logging into specific accounts and redirecting from there to main email that I actually use. Yeah, probably. That's a lot of work, though. Like I said, which I probably stand by. If I lost access to my Microsoft account or something, and it was like I couldn't get access to a bunch of shit, I'd probably just sue them. I'd just be like, fuck all my money. I don't care anymore. Let's try to make a landmark lawsuit or something. But I might change my opinion though. It just sounds like something where I would just go nuclear. I would just give up on everything. But it depends on what you lose, right? Like I don't know what I would actually lose with that account. If I lose access to my Discord, okay, whatever. But if I lose access to the low gas prices, I'll have to remember the prices there. Oh, that's gonna be a complete ass. How do I memorize this in some way that makes sense? Most crap I've had no issue changing email from Microsoft after getting locked out. Only Discord that's been painful in one so far. I get asked for transaction ID. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and at that point, right, it's not necessarily a huge deal. It sucks still, but At that point, you probably just move on, but... I have a lot of stuff on my email account, though. There's like a lot of old emails and stuff that that I'm nostalgic about. Like when I actually used the email as an email, I like communicated with people with it. How I do it, Mr. Endaline, I think I'm just built differently. Several brain issues where the only positive is being good at one game. I mean, this is a good game though. I can't blame you for that. It's a good yapping game too. This is especially a good game if you have something to yap about. I couldn't have yapped this much playing any other game. All my yapping would have been interrupted 24/7. I mean, I've done it. I've done 3 levels. I think I'm doing pretty good. I'm trying to think about this in like a higher lower. Like this is the higher, lower, higher. That's why I yapped with the anomaly repair team. I went back, I just explained some recent transaction forms of ID, and I was done. Yeah. Was it always wet under this car? It'd probably be like a wet car thing, huh? So we already have anomalies, guaranteed. We're probably about to reach anomaly number 3. So 1? Yeah, I bet you did. Was this closed before? Or was this open? Yeah. I don't think this movement. Was this newspaper the entire time? Was this like on the floor or something? Was this here? Isn't that a weird location for it? There's one here. Oh. Isn't this wrong? I got it. Was this car always on? Anomaly bottom right. I don't see one down there. Light. Nice. Up left? That's a red car, man. That was there the entire time. Think you might be a little bit cooked, mate. I might be a little bit cooked, you can't. Do, 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 do. We can spend we'll do like 2 of these. To just learn this a little bit. This is our Saturday game from now on until dead body. The hell? He was there before. I think they said 120 before as well. I was thinking maybe it said 110, but I think it actually said 120. I think something has probably changed here, but God knows what. Like, it was gonna be like, you know, like these weren't green before or something like that. I think this should have changed. Was that an alien the entire time? Got him. Love the gas station, very fun level. I'll be the judge of that soon. I like the aesthetics of it so far. I like it more than the cabin. The cabin felt very, like, claustrophobic. But that's maybe beneficial from a difficulty perspective, though. Like there's a lot to learn on the, like, right here. And I think it's gonna take me a while to, like, learn all the different, like, colors and stuff. We'll just do RGB white. Yeah, session is more about things that look out of place rather than share mode. Yeah, I didn't like that. That was actually annoying. Was this reflection always over here? Like an extra object or something? I have to pee. Was this there before? I guess it was. Okay, this one's pretty subtle. That's a pretty subtle one. That one we gotta look out for. That was hard to spot even thinking it was a thing. There's probably one here. I mean, I wouldn't call a game like this like super RNG or something, but I mean it is a little bit RNG. There's a little aspect of RNG in this. And by RNG I just mean that like sometimes you could get significantly easier an extra object. You can get significantly easier anomalies. But there might also be like an anomaly budget that takes into account like the anomalies and like makes them increasingly harder or easier, all things depending. Doo-doo-doo. The hell? But that looks so weird all of a sudden. Something missing here? Nope. I think we've reached a critical mass of things that I can't notice, unfortunately. Notice? What the hell? What is that? What am I looking at? Missing object. There's an extra object in the gas pumps. Ah! Oh yeah. Oh, there's another gas pump. There's another gas pump behind this thing. Poopy fart fart. Then we had an extra object in the road. Right here was an extra object. I'll put my extra object in your gas. What? What does that mean? Come on, get to the cafeteria. Okay, in the cafeteria we had a missing object. Bah. I genuinely can't see a difference. Ah, it was a chair. This chair was missing. And then in the road, oh, I see it. There was some shoes hanging from this light here. Well, GG video gamers. What a good video gaming session. We managed to finish 2 missions today. I guess technically it's like 1.5. Well, technically we started one too, so and we got halfway through that one, so GG is 10 out of 10 game of the year. Yeah, sure, definitely. Alright, that's good for me. Love you all. Hope you had a fantastic video game day today. I will be back tomorrow at regular time, 12 Central Euro Time, 12 p.m. GMT +1. Get you on there, local times, all that good stuff. We'll be playing some more Hell Slave, which will probably be our last stream of that, unless we have a incredible time with it. And I will play it a bit more, but and then on barring the chance that Deb tells me how to do it, we're going to be playing a Yakuza 7 on Tuesday. So we will be starting our next long game on Tuesday. So if you're excited for that, then, you know, Yakuza 7 is going to be happening in about 3-4 days, something like that. If you're, for those of you who discovered good stuff, let's check out Deb. Here's her shout out. Here's this raid, heading over to our friend Jin. Yeah. Yakuza on Tuesday, probably. Oh man. Oh, what a good game. Oh, will be if you're specifically here for observation duty, we're doing that on Saturdays. So you know, come back next Saturday and we'll continue this until we finish this game. And maybe when we're done, we'll do some like full backseating runs with chat where we put it on hard. We're just like, alright guys, everyone gets to play now. Unless you're a professional and you cheat at the game. I mean, cheating at this game is really easy, right? If you really wanted to. Cheating would be like hella easy. Yeah, I think that's it for me. I will be back tomorrow, like I said. Bye, Mr. Online. I will see you once I have made coffee and fed the cat and fought my father. What the hell? You're gonna see me. I gotta go. Keep fighting fouls. Bye bye. Oh, wrong button. No dance, my car.